In this video, I will show you step by step how to migrate opening balances of an existing business into YAPBooks accounting software. Even if you're a complete beginner, and you can use the exact same process if you're using QuickBooks, Sage, or any other accounting software. If you're moving from Excel, paper records, or WhatsApp bookkeeping into accounting software like YAPBooks, this video will save you from making expensive mistakes entering wrong opening balances. Now, what are opening balances? Opening balances are simply what a business already owns and owes on the day it starts using the accounting software. Note, we are not starting the business on this day, we are only starting to use the accounting software. Let us use a real-life example. Greenfield Fashion Stores is a clothing retail business. They have been using Excel and they are switching to YAPBooks accounting software on the 1st of January 2025, and you have been hired to migrate their records. This simple information I gave you now should never be ignored. You need to do this first. Determine the cutoff date. Our cutoff date is 31st December 2024, or usually the last day before the date of migration or switching. Everything that happened up until our cutoff date must be summarized and brought in as opening balances, not the individual transactions from that period. Now the owner gives you these numbers in an Excel file. They have 2,450,000 in the bank, 320,000 cash in the shop, 1,780,000 of inventory, 900,000 furniture and fittings. Customer owe them, which is accounts receivables, 1,260,000. They owe suppliers 830,000. They owe the bank, which is a bank loan, 1.5 million. Typically, you will think that this is the only information required to migrate to a new accounting software for an existing business. This is one of the biggest mistakes you'll make. Now, other records and spreadsheets showed the following. The PHZ bank statement shows 2,450,000, but your bank records in the office is only 2,380,000. The inventory spreadsheet says 1,780,000, but physical stock shows 1,720,000. The furniture and fittings have been used for several years. Customer schedule shows the following, and vendor schedule shows the following. Now let's explain what's really going on. First, why the bank statement is higher than a cash book. The difference often happens because of timing. Bank statement is 2,450,000. Bank ledger, which is in Excel, shows 2,380,000, and the difference is 70,000. That 70,000 is money the bank has already received, but the business has not yet recorded in Excel. So the opening balances must reflect reality, not Excel. How do you record this properly as an opening balance? Step 1, trust the bank. Your bank ledger in YAPBooks must be 2,450,000 because that is the real money in the bank. Step 2, fix the missing 70,000. That 70,000 must be added to the books as money received but not recorded. In opening balances, you do not post this to sales. Instead, you record it as suspense or unrecorded receipts. This tells YAPBooks there's a 70,000 in the bank that we have not yet matched to a customer or invoice. Later, when you find the customer or sale, you move it from suspense or unrecorded receipts to revenue or receivable. What you should not do is to reduce the bank statement to 2,380,000. Do not ignore the 70,000 naira and do not post it straight to sales. We'll take the second issue. Why inventory in Excel is higher than physical stock. Excel tracks what the business should have, but physical stock shows what the business actually has. And then the difference usually comes from damaged goods, expired items, theft, breakage, items given out without being recorded, or counting mistakes. So 60,000 naira of goods exist in Excel, but no longer exist on the shelf. That amount must be removed from inventory and written off. Otherwise, profits and assets will be overstated. Now, the third issue, what is the real cost of the furniture and fittings now? In the Excel file, the owner only shows this. Furniture and fittings is 900,000. But when you ask a simple follow-up question, you discover some of these shelves and display racks were bought years ago. After review, original cost is 900,000 and accumulated depreciation is 180,000. So the real value of the furniture is 900,000 minus 180,000, which gives you 720,000. Now that this is done, let's pick the correct opening balances we will use in YAPBooks. Please pay special attention from this point. This is where the second real mistake happens. Bank is now 2,450,000. Unrecorded receipts is 70,000. Cash is 320,000. Inventory is 1,720,000. Furniture is 720,000. Accumulated depreciation is 180,000. Accounts receivable is 1,260,000. Accounts payable is 830,000. And the bank loan is 1,500,000. Now we need to move to YAPBooks. I have already created greenfield fashion stores in YAPBooks. If you do not know how to set up a company using YAPBooks, please watch this video. Go to accounting module and then the beginning balances submodule. If you're using any other software, locate a similar module or simply use a journal entry module. Now I will enter these balances, but not accounts receivable and accounts payable, as you will use a different technique to process this. This is usually the biggest mistake accountants make. Go ahead and debit PHZ Bank with 2,450,000, credit unrecorded receipts 70,000, debit cash 320,000, debit inventory 1,720,000, debit furniture 900,000, and credit accumulated depreciation with 180,000, credit bank loan with 1,500,000. But the trial balance does not balance. There's a difference of 3,640,000. When you migrate a business into new software, you are not recreating the past. You're saying, oh, on this date, this is the financial position of the business. That position must satisfy this equation. Assets is equal to liabilities plus equity. The missing part now in the trial balance is equity. So finally, you credit the trial balance with beginning balances or opening equity with a value of 3,640,000. Watch what happens. YAPBooks now shows a balanced trial balance. We have yet to post accounts receivables. Please pay attention. This is where the third mistake happens. Now I go to customers module. I create Aisha Boutique using the schedule. Invoice date will be January 1, 2025, not 10th of November 2024. Due date is still 10th December 2024. Description will be beginning balances and the amount will be exactly 420,000 naira. Carefully select the beginning balance or opening equity account code for the double entry. I'll also go ahead and create Tunde Fashion. Invoice date will be January 1, 2025, not 25th November 2024. Due date is still 25th December 2024. Description will be beginning balances and amounts will be exactly 310,000. Again, carefully select the beginning balance or opening equity account code for the double entry. Next, I will create Royal Wear. Invoice date will be January 1, 2025, not 5th of December 2024. Due date is still 5th January 2025 and the value will be 530,000. Select the beginning balance or opening equity account code for the double entry. Picking the original due date creates proper aging. Never enter new due dates. If your posting does not look like this, pause this video and check the entries that you have made. Now let's enter accounts payable by following the same process above as accounts receivable. I will go to vendors module, create the vendor and create the bills. The bills date will be January 1, 2025 and the due date will exactly be as they are on the schedules. I enter Lagos Textiles. Due date is 15 December 2024. Amount is 360,000. Nominal code is beginning balances or opening equity. Create Prime Fabrics. Due date is 28 December 2024. Amount is 290,000. Nominal code is beginning balance or opening equity. And the third bill I will create will be Styles Button. The due date is 10th of January 2025. Amount is 180,000 and the nominal code is the same. Remember that the bill's date will be January 1, 2025, which is the same as our opening balances date. I now open trial balance. Do you see how your accounts payable and your accounts receivable entries now run into beginning balances? Finally, after we have reviewed our posting and are satisfied that it is correct, we will transfer any balance in our beginning balance or opening equity account into retained earnings account. Never leave anything in suspense accounts. If you follow this process, you can migrate any business into YAPBooks or any accounting software safely. Download YAPBooks here and practice this case study. Ask your questions in the comments and join our WhatsApp community, link in the description, to master how transactions work in real life. Follow the playlist to learn more.